Hello there, everybody. Well, this is the video that I'm sure most of you have been waiting for. I am finally going to make the 2023 edition of my entire 4K Blu-ray and DVD collection. Firstly, I want to apologize for making this video so late. As most of you already know, I did start my first full-time job earlier this year, so that has unfortunately taken up a lot of my time to make videos, really, so I have to try and make videos in my free time. But I figured today was finally a day to make this video, so hopefully you all enjoyed the video. And as I did last time too, I'm going to record with my camcorder, and it's on full stabilization, so hopefully that it's not super shaky and that you're able to see the titles clearly. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. We're of course going to start with the main two shelves here. So let's start over here. So I appreciate all of you for being so patient with me making this video. As I said, I just started my first full-time job this year, and because of that, it has taken up my time. But at least I try to fit in time during the weekends to make these videos, whether they're updates or collection videos and whatnot. So hopefully this video will be kind of a make-up to all those times that I've struggled to try and keep up with content. But I think I'm doing okay for the most part with that, but hopefully this video will give you all something worth watching. And I'm doing it the same way that I've been doing it for the last few years, of course, scanning the shelves. I know that other people have said you should pull out each individual title, and with the amount of titles that I have right now on these two shelves and on the floor in the bins, that unfortunately can be a pain. Hopefully you can see the titles. I'm getting to the end of the wall here. But let's move on to the next row here. And I know a couple years ago, I won't be doing this ever again, but a couple years ago I did make two separate videos, one showing Blu-rays and one showing 4Ks, and I had them both separated on the shelves. I had the Blu-rays on top and the 4Ks on bottom, and that was particularly when I was still in my upgrading phase, or at least almost complete with that, from upgrading Blu-rays that have 4K releases. And now it seems like ever since then, almost every title I own is getting a 4K release. Because I remember when I first started, I think it was about maybe 70-30 or 80-20 when comparing what I have on Blu-ray and to what I have on 4K. Now that's kind of reaching 60-40, which is kind of crazy. 60% Blu-ray, 40% 4K. Because like I said, it seems like every title now is getting a Blu-ray release, or 4K release, rather. Hopefully you can read that second row. Here's the third row. So, but I hope everybody has been doing well. Hope you're all enjoying the collection videos, because I do pre-record those. I try to record so many at a time when I have the time to do it, and then I have them set up to, of course, schedule them to go public on certain days. I try to do an every other day uploading schedule for that, so hopefully you all are enjoying those. And of course for the updates, I film those on the days that I get releases, which are typically Tuesdays, although there are times where I may need to postpone it, or if I make purchases that are titles that are already out compared to titles that are getting releases. So, because, you know, new release Tuesday and all that. So, getting to the end of the third row here. And yes, I know there's a Ferris Bueller Blu-ray on top. The reason that is there is because, as you can see on the shelf, I have the 4K, but I am thinking about putting that Blu-ray in the case with the 4K, so that's why it's on there. Here is row 4. So it is nice to have this wide variety of movies, but once you'll see later, it can have some consequences because I don't have really the room to be able to have like 3 shelves. It would be nice, but unfortunately that does not seem possible really, unless I were to try and make more room elsewhere. But who knows, maybe we'll figure out a way to do this. And like I said, I'm sorry if you see any shaking here. I'm on my knees now with trying to film this, because I would rather not be crouching down. And then once I finish this next row, I will show a couple titles in the middle, because the middle section of the shelves is smaller, so they can't hold Blu-rays or DVDs like this at the height that they're at. So I will get to that in just a second. But I think this is row 5. Yes. Sorry, I had to look to make sure. Let me just adjust myself real quick. Hopefully you're reading the titles like I said. I know these videos are not really perfect when it comes to my filmography, but hopefully you can still read everything. And like I said, my camera is at max stabilization, so hopefully it's stable enough for all of you. But we're getting to near the end of this row here, so there's that. Now let's show here real quick. As you can see, here's some of the seasons of Supernatural, and then the other ones are on this side. This is the Superman Anthology Blu-ray that I'm going to be selling because I now have the 4Ks. Those are just replacement cases here. Then here is the actual 4K set here. Some replacement 4K cases. Here's the James Bond collection, the 2 seasons of Chucky, and then the 2 Stranger Things releases that I put in keep cases. Alright, here is row 6, I believe, now. Hopefully I'm showing every row. I would not want to, post this feeling confident and then get a comment saying, you missed showing this row, and then I gotta redo it all over again, because I know that did happen one time of somebody, I don't know what year it was, but I remember I made one collection video and someone commented saying I missed one of the rows, so I had to delete that and then re-record it all over again. So hopefully, I actually can't remember honestly if sorry, hold on. I can't remember if I actually refilmed it or if I inserted the clip of me showing that shelf that I missed into the actual video before it. So I'm not sure, but hopefully you can all see everything. So there's that. Like I said, I apologize if my camera work gets bad. I'm not using my phone, I'm using my camcorder, and I know that it can be a little off-putting, but hopefully you all can still read the titles. So, there you go. We're on the second to last row, and I'm going to have to edit this, because when we get to the last row, you'll see why I have to move things around a little bit. But for the most part, you can still read everything and still access the movies easily. Where we get to the last row is a different story. I think I may have talked about it in the last year's collection video, but you'll get to see that again with this year's video. So we're nearing the end here. Hopefully you can read that. And now we're on to the final row. So here are the titles over here. Sorry, let me adjust here. Here we go. Like I said, it is kind of hard to be as stable as I can, but also adjust because I would either be crouching down or kneeling, so apologies again. I know that this one's not the best, I can already tell. Let me move over here. So now we're nearing the end that I can show here, because as I said, here's where we get into a problem. So let me pause this real quick. Okay, I moved the titles out of the way, so let me go ahead and finish this. I apologize, I'm kind of blocking the light here, but hopefully you can still read the titles. And these are the ones that are hidden behind the 2 rows that I just showed. Sorry, hold on one second. Let me do it this way. But yeah, making collection videos can be tough when I have to access these titles, when I have to move them out of the way. But hopefully you can see those there. Okay, let me take a pause real quick. Okay, so here is row 1 of the titles that were shown in that first row here. I decided to stack the titles on top of each other, and then when I'm done, I will put them back and then show the second row. But I figured I would do it this way since it makes it a lot easier for me. So, there you go. There's row 1. And now here is the second row that was shown on the floor. There's stack 1. And of course here is stack 2. And last but not least, here is stack 3. So those are everything from the main shelf. Let's move on to the others. Now here is the smaller shelf. Mainly TV series focused with this one. And then a smaller section here. And just for fun, I will show, here is the, I believe, Regal Scream 6 popcorn buckets, as you can see here. Then there's the Luca, I believe, postcard, which I got when I bought Luca on 4K from DMC. And here's a little collectible pendant that I got. Well, I believe I got this from DMC when I ordered Strange World on 4K. And then I believe that's a Rey little plush, probably to do with Star Wars. I honestly forgot where I got that, but I thought I would show that for fun. And last but not least, I'm now going to show what's on the floor, of course, the bins. These hide under the bed right here. So, start over here. Here is, of course, Family Guy and The Good Doctor and 13 Reasons Why in this bin. This bin has SpongeBob and looks like Blue's Clues and You, and Leave It to Beaver in the middle. This one has Ghost Adventures, the middle, and Roseanne. This one has Big Bang Theory, Young Sheldon, Fred, Schoolhouse Rock, a couple other things as well. Here, I'll try and show it from here because of the light glare. This bin has Full House, Fuller House, The Three Stooges, and The Orville. The Simpsons, The Goldbergs, and it looks like Power Rangers Samurai. Sorry for the glare again. Then here is The Wiggles, and some Blue's Clues, and Bob the Builder. Try and show it from here as well to avoid the glare. And then this row has some SpongeBob, Nick Picks, a couple other things, looks like Stooges, and then the Zack Files as well. Like I said, I'm trying to avoid the glare here. And then these two bins are basically what I call the archives. These basically are titles that I don't want to get rid of, mainly because of nostalgic value and whatnot. Or if there's a title on my shelf that has a 4K only but no Blu-ray, so I just put the Blu-ray in here. You'll also see a couple of Criterions as well. But there you have it, everybody. Oh, meant to zoom out there. So that is my entire 4K Blu-ray and DVD collection for 2023. I apologize again that it took this long to make this video, but I hope you all enjoyed, and hopefully you can all read the titles. Like I said, I apologize if there was some bad camera work, but hopefully I did a good job. And if you have to comment about it, please be generous about it. Please be respectful. But yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed this. As always, if you have not subscribed yet, please consider doing so. And until next time, I will see you all later.